Now my distinct privilege to introduce one of the hardest working senators in the country, our senior senator, Jack Reed.
Thank you. Let me first thank John for his extraordinarily powerful and very, very persuasive words. Thanks, John, for what you do and what you continue to do. And then I want to recognize Jarrett Nunes, who does a great job representing his community, Jarrett. Of course, Jim Langevin is a superb congressman. He, along with David, give us a presence in the House of Representatives that is remarkable. So thanks, Jim, for all you do. I want to thank my colleague, Sheldon Whitehouse, who has been a leader in so many different areas, not just for Rhode Island, but for the nation, indeed for the world. And thanks, Sheldon. But the real thanks go to you. You embracing fully not just your rights, but your responsibilities as American citizens to come out, let your voices be heard, not just in Rhode Island, but all across this country. There was a vote, there was not a vote on ACA this week. We thought there was going to be one. And that was because of people like you all across this country. Not just in Rhode Island, but in Arkansas, and in North Dakota, and South Dakota, who came out and said, this is terrible. You're taking away something from us that's important to our families, that gives us a chance to be competitive, productive, that gives us a sense of economic security. One of the colleagues in the House of Jim, Rod Furlingheiss, and I spoke with Rod, he said, basically, I can't vote for this because this will deny my constituents good health care and make it more expensive. And just 2 data points about that. The big brunt of this health care reform was going to be borne by seniors. One reason is that when we passed the ACA, we made it law that an insurance company couldn't charge more than 3 times to a senior what it or an older person before Medicare to what it could charge to a young person. They pushed that to 5. Guess what the companies were going to do as soon as this became law? Those premiums are going up for seniors. So that's not good. Oh, and by the way, this health care reform bill was actually a major tax reduction for the wealthiest Americans. And in order to pay for affordable care, and we have to be responsible and pay for things we do, we put a surcharge on investment income from individuals making over $200,000 more. They took that away. That's a big tax cut for very wealthy individuals. We also put additional revenue measures on farmers, pharmaceutical companies, medical device companies. Those are going away. So this bill, it failed on its merits, frankly. Yep. And it failed on a bipartisan fashion. Now, we have lots of work to do. I'm going to be very brief. We've got budget issues we have to face. They've sent a budget that is going to be job crippling. I'll give you a couple examples. They want to zero out the Economic Development Administration, Department of Commerce. In 2010, Coventry had serious flooding. We were all there. We were able to get about $3 million to help the community to do resilience, to do planning, to make sure that that wouldn't happen again. It came from EDA. EDA has invested significantly at Quonset Point, so that it's now a place where we have jobs, we have opportunities, not just for electric boat, but many other companies. And that's a lot of, those issues I could go on and on and on. So we have serious budget issues we have to face. And then we have serious challenges from overseas. It is obvious now, based on our intelligence community, that the Russians actively involved themselves in the 2016 election. We have to take every step to protect ourselves and also to bring accountability. John McCain and I proposed months ago the creation of a joint committee in the Senate that would look at all these issues, not just to find out what happened, but to provide the legislation to protect us in the future. And he still supports it. I think we have to go even further. We have to have a special prosecutor here in the top. And this is not just about looking back, because this is the new normal with the Russians. You're seeing them today in Europe use some of the same techniques they used against us. We have an election in a short period of time, in 2018. We don't want to be in the same position we were last time. And that's going to require accountability as well as change. So we're going to pursue that as vigorously as we can. Now, it all comes back to you. What happened this week in Washington, I'll say it again, was a result of thousands and thousands of Americans coming to their representatives and senators and saying, this won't work. This is bad policy, do it better. So keep it up. Now, there's one other issue that's come before us, that is the nomination to the Supreme Court. I hope everyone saw how brilliant and insightful more than well-deserved. Now let me say this. I think it was appropriate to sit down with Judge Gorsuch. I did that. I think it was appropriate to listen to the hearings, the questioning. At the conclusion, I concluded he is a very bright, talented lawyer, but his judicial philosophy should not be on the court. Therefore, I will do everything I can to prevent him from going to court.